So yes, I've got my first Rolex. For me, this was an absolute huge amount of money to spend, but I've always wanted one of these since I was a kind of younger kid. Look at them on TV, look at them in the shops, seeing successful business people wearing them. I've always wanted one, and I finally got one. Here we are. This is the watch that we've gone for. We're going for a pre-owned Rolex GMT Master II. This is one of the best prices I've found for a watch of this spec of this year. It's a 2014 model. We're on the waiting list for some of the Rolex Submariners, but ultimately Submariners, however you pronounce it, I'm not entirely sure. But ultimately they're looking at 6 to 12 month wait time on those, and I'm a little bit impatient. I can't wait, so we're going to go for this one now. This is the ultimate model that we've gone for. So we've got the GMT Master. It's actually introduced in 1955, and it was developed to meet the needs of intercontinental airline pilots. I am not an intercontinental airline pilot, but at the end of the day, it looks really good, which is why I want it. And you can see here that it's actually invaluable to those long distance travelers, because it's got the rotating 24-hour bezel and the separate 24-hour hand, so it can actually keep time in 3 different time zones, which is great. So we're just going to go ahead and buy this now. You can see it's 2014, 40mm case diameter. It's a men's watch, and it's stainless steel and yellow gold. So it's just over £10,000, which is, the mid-tier of Rolex watches. So fortunately, being cheap as I am, I always, whenever I'm doing some kind of online shopping, I always look for online discount codes. But as I would have expected on this one, the save 20% off Goldsmiths voucher is not working. But at the end of the day, you've got to try anyway. It's like in sales, if you don't ask, you don't get. You've got to ask those questions, because you'll be amazed that 5 times out of 10 it actually does work. So we're going to go for a click and collect, see if we can collect it from Peterborough. Cambridge. No, we'll actually get that delivered then. Standard delivery is free. We're going to pay via PayPal, nice and convenient. So I'm really excited about this. I think it should be next working day delivery, but we're going to see. We did leave it quite late to go through this, because we're going to pay for the American Express, because we're going to get our Avios points. Check out my other video for how we're using Avios points to travel for next to nothing. So with this one, we've actually got the BA Platinum card. So you need 10,000 to spend in a year to get a companion voucher. We're going to smash this out the park with this single purchase. Done. That was easy. That was probably the quickest 10 grand I've ever spent in my life. Wow. I'm excited. It's not said when it's going to be delivered yet. Loads of VAT on that, £1,749 of VAT. Could we have claimed that as a business expense and got the VAT back? Unfortunately not. It would not have passed the wholly exclusively and necessarily cost, although it might be good, have on my wrist and look good for clients. Unfortunately, HMRC would not agree with that. Yes, what we're going to do is, it should be here, I think it says here 24 to 48 hours. As soon as we get this delivered, I'll unbox it for you guys and talk you through the box, the papers, and ultimately what we've just paid over £10,000 for. Okay, hi guys, we've just had this delivered straight from whoever brought it from, Watches of Switzerland I think it was. Massive box, just been delivered by DPD. Let's open it up and see what we've got inside. It's one of those awkward boxes to open. Got funny tape. Soaring through that. We've got here the protective packaging. Yeah, absolutely, that's what you want. If you spend that much money on a watch, you want some bubble wrap. Well, now we've got another box. This is like a little Russian dolls thing, isn't it? I'm just going to go through boxes for the next 20 minutes. Got a receipt there. Okay, what's in this box then? Is it a watch? Is it a pair of trainers? I don't know. Well, that's a nice box, that is. It doesn't look premium on the outside, but on the inside, that is a nice presentation. We've got the ribbon there, the nice grey gold etching. How do we open this thing up though? It looks fancy, but how does it work? Got another box. My recycling bin is going to be full. So I'm guessing we just move this ribbon here somehow. I don't know. These things always get me. We don't have another box, do we? GS, gold standard probably, what it stands for. So now we've got the actual real deal, all of that presentation stuff, and we've got the Rolex box here. First thing we're checking is making sure that we've got all the original documents, because they did say this on the website, but you never know and you can never be too sure. We want to confirm it's got the original papers, all the original stuff, so we're completely sure. And there we have it there. Perfect, so we've got the watches of Switzerland, we've got the Rolex box here. As you can see, a very, very nice box. Lovely gold etching here, very nice finish. So we open it up. Got all the nice gift wrap in here as well. Very well padded. We've got the receipt here from Goldsmiths. Got that here as well. What else do we have? Got a nice card, very nice envelope. I like when you buy the expensive things, the Louis Vuitton, you get these nice little envelopes that contain all your documents. It's a very nice finish when buying these kind of goods. But that's not what you're tuning in to see today. So let's go for the main thing here. We've got the Rolex. As I mentioned, this is a 2014 GMT Master II. We are on the waiting list for a Submariner, but let's see what this is like. So we've got all the papers and the documents in the top of the box there. Let's get them out so it opens properly. Come take a look. So incredibly nice watch. As I mentioned earlier, you can tell the time in 3 different time zones. I won't be using it for that. You know, I only need to know the time in the UK. But it's always good to have the option there as I start travelling more, as lockdown lifts, and as we want to know what the time the country is in the country I'm travelling in, and also in the UK where our operations are. So buying any watch, especially a watch kind of from any kind of reseller, the first thing you want to be doing is checking its authenticity. I know these guys have got a team doing it, but it's always good to check yourself. So first thing you want to do is you want to check the serial number. Check the serial number and make sure that it matches what's inside the top of the watch here. So if we get this out and shine it up, you can just see some of the serial number there. Yeah, so we're seeing it there. We've got, I won't read it out for obvious reasons, but you can see here you've got the serial number and that's what matches up on there as well. And then there's also a little Rolex crown where you've got the 6 PM hand. It's very, very, very difficult to see. You usually need a magnifying glass. And the way we like to actually look at these is we take a picture using an iPhone and then zoom in, because that actually helps magnify that. So if we take a picture now and then zoom in, we should just about be able to see it. It really is difficult to see, but that's one of the signs of its authenticity. So then when you shine it up to the light there, you can just about see it. Very, very difficult to see, but it is just about there. If you've got any questions, or if you actually want to make sure that you're properly seeing it, get a magnifying glass and you'll be able to see it there. But we've seen it on the iPhone picture, so we know that it's there. All the numbers check up. We've got the original, we've got the card or the papers, got the nice Oyster Perpetual GMT2, we've got the instruction booklet there as well. So we've got all the right things on this. Absolutely great. Original box, original details, which is what you want in order to make sure that you keep the value of your Rolex. As I mentioned, this one, I've been speaking to people who own and collect Rolex watches. This isn't the best one from an investment point of view. I've heard that the kind of Hulk and the Batman and the stainless steel versions are the better ones to go for if you are looking for that capital growth. But ultimately, this one is one for me to wear, enjoy, and use on a daily basis. So I'm not too fussed about the investment value, but it's always good to know that it's going to keep its value as much as possible. So we'll have one final look of the box. Let's put it on and get back to work. Let me know how you found this video, guys. If you like the watch content, that's fantastic. Let me know. I will look to feature more watches on the channel. I've got several friends, colleagues, people in my network that do have very significant watch collections. So if watches are something that people on YouTube are enjoying and you want to see more of, let me know, because I will do my best to make it happen. Otherwise, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, because we're always putting out fantastic content like this, the tax saving tips, the watch related stuff, about the BMW as well. We've got a whole mix of content that's aimed basically all about living a better and more fulfilled life. Cheers for watching, guys.